Hey, it's Rob Fisher with Circle Track here, and we're in the back of the Circle Track shops today doing a very important experiment. You know, as me and my crew travel around the different racetracks, we oftentimes see racers wearing the improper safety attire. And this ranges everything from racing in sneakers, to racing in gloves, to racing in jeans. It's just not the safest thing that you need to be doing. In the event of a fire, wearing these things could cause catastrophic consequences to you and your family. So we're going to do a little experiment here today that involves setting some of these common items that you might find or that you might race with on fire and timing exactly how long it takes before these things go up in flames. You guys would be amazed at how many people out there racing cars actually don't use fire retardant gloves, which range in price from $39 all the way up to $100 if you want to get fancy. A lot of guys out there are racing in general mechanic gloves, like what you see behind me here. Well, the problem with the mechanics gloves is that they tend to get greasy and oily and grimy, which just adds to the problem. Now, think about this for a second. If your car's on fire, you've got to use your hands to unbuckle that safety belt to get out. You want to do that with one of these gloves. Let's check this out. Flame on, flames touching. Okay, you can see that all we did was barely touch the glove with the flame. And the whole two middle fingers are completely melted away. How long was that, Amy?
34 seconds.
34 seconds from beginning to end. But if you watch what actually happened, we were in the danger zone literally within maybe 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, so for anybody who has ever worn jeans in a race car, here's a news flash. Jeans are not fire retardant, okay? So imagine for a second, if you have an oil fire from a blown engine that comes through the firewall, up the steering shaft, where's that fire going to end up? It's going to end up on your lower legs. Now here's what happens if you're wearing jeans and that fire comes through the firewall. Friends, that is not going to feel good on your legs. Right now, your shins are probably suffering third-degree burns. It's getting hot over here. And incidentally, as we're sitting here burning these jeans for your safety, I might say that there's no oil, there's no grease, there's no dirt on these jeans anywhere. Fire Marshal Bill! Fire Marshal Bill! Okay, so if you were one of those ones who were smart enough to wear jeans inside a race car, then we're probably betting that you're wearing just regular tennis shoes. Now, as you might guess, regular tennis shoes are not fire retardant either. So what we've got here is we've got a pair of shoes. This one is been soaked in oil and grease and dirt. Typically what you would find walking around working on your race car. Your shoes get dirty, right? This one's a brand new shoe, so that doesn't have anything on it. We're going to compare the two, see how fast which one burns. That's an oil fire coming through the firewall and landing right on top of your feet. Let's see how the one without any grease or oil goes. Now clearly, the one without any oil or grease is going up a lot slower than the one with the oil on it. But ask yourself this, how many brand new tennis shoes do you wear around your race car? Well, if you look on the inside, the plastic on top of the shoe is actually melting. It's the same thing that we found in the helmet. It's the same thing that we found on the gloves. Plastic on these products will melt if exposed to enough heat. Fire Marshal Bill, put that out for me. Okay, we've got one more item to burn here today. But before everybody starts making jokes about why we've got a bra hanging up on this wire behind me, I want to tell you the very real story of a 14-year-old girl who was out in the Midwest racing an entry-level car. I believe it was a pro late model. She had an accident, she caught on fire. Now, unfortunately, this young lady was only wearing a single-layer fire suit. Now, a single-layer suit will give you roughly 3 seconds of protection before your body starts to experience second-degree burns. Now, the problem was, under that single-layer suit, she was wearing just a normal bra that she probably bought at a Walmart. Now, bras, as probably most of you ladies know out there, have metal, polyester, nylon in them. As the heat transferred from the fire through that single layer suit, it actually melted her bra to her body and permanently scarred her for life. Now, that's a very sad story, but it's a story that could have been prevented if she was just wearing the proper underwear, fire retardant underwear. That is not that costly when you come right down to it. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to introduce heat to the bra and show you exactly what happens to a regular bra that's bought at Walmart in the event of a fire. Flames on, coming in right underneath where a fire would go. Now, as the bra burns, you can see what's actually dripping off of it in the little flames is the polyester nylon has turned to liquid. So you can just imagine that touching somebody's skin and the damage it would cause. So for all you ladies out there who are racing cars, I just want you to know, I want you to know that Circle Track Magazine implores you, whether it's Simpson, PXP, G-Force, whomever, go out there and get yourself the right protection.